Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for being here today. I know that recently you may have felt stuck, as if everything has slowed down or that your efforts haven't yet brought the results you were hoping for. At times, a quiet sense of frustration or doubt may have crept in, but today, on April 30th, I want to remind you of something important. This is not the end. This is a moment where you are being called to realign your inner energy, to heal the silent exhaustion you've been carrying, and to prepare for a new chapter, one of true abundance and genuine success, both financially and emotionally. Today's video will serve as a small map, helping you see more clearly the path that is beginning to open before you. If you are willing to move through this period of challenge with persistence and faith, you'll find that what awaits you is far better than you imagine. Let's begin. And when it comes to finances, Scorpio, today marks a quiet but undeniable shift. If you've ever felt like you've been working hard without seeing the results you deserve, I want you to know the tide is beginning to turn. The silent efforts you've been investing, even those that seemed forgotten at times, are actually forming a solid foundation beneath you. Financial opportunities that once felt vague or out of reach are now starting to reveal themselves. But here's the important part. You must be ready to recognize them. Let me ask you something. How long has it been since you sat down and truly revisited the ideas or plans you once believed in? It's possible that a project you set aside or an opportunity you once hesitated to pursue is now waiting for you to return, but this time, with a wiser perspective. This isn't the time to chase after quick promises. This is the time to restructure the way you think about money. Not just how to make it fast, but how to build something lasting, something that will sustain you in the long term. An unexpected sum of money, financial support, or even a reinvestment opportunity could appear in the coming days, but only if you remain persistent, alert, and willing to act when the time is right. I encourage you, right after this video, to take a few quiet minutes and ask yourself, what is the greatest resource I already have but haven't fully used? Do I truly trust in my ability to create financial change for myself? And when you answer these questions honestly, you'll find yourself moving forward faster than you expected. And remember, today, your financial luck won't come from chance alone. It will come from your own initiative, from the small, conscious decisions you choose to make right now. In terms of health, Scorpio today carries a quiet but meaningful message. Your body is already in the process of healing. Even if you can't see it immediately on the surface, deep within, balance is slowly being restored. If you've been feeling exhausted, emotionally drained, or physically worn out, this is your reminder that healing is not always loud or visible. Sometimes the most important repairs happen in the stillness, in the quiet moments, when you finally allow yourself to rest without guilt. Today, you are encouraged to prioritize your well-being, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. Your mind and body are deeply interconnected, and one cannot thrive if the other is neglected. I want you to take a moment and reflect. When was the last time you truly listened to what your body was asking for? Was it more sleep, better nourishment, less stress, more movement, or simply more patience with yourself? Healing doesn't demand perfection. It only asks for attention and compassion. Small, consistent choices. Drinking more water, stepping outside into fresh air, choosing foods that nourish rather than drain you, setting boundaries with overwhelming tasks will have a bigger impact than you might expect right now. Emotionally, it's equally important to give yourself permission to release what you've been holding on to. Stress, resentment, self-criticism, these are just as heavy on the body as any physical strain. As you move through today, remember, healing is not a race. It unfolds at its own pace, often slower than your mind would like, but exactly at the speed your soul needs. Trust that every small act of care you offer yourself today is a powerful step toward long-term vitality. You are already on the path back to your strength, and with just a little more patience and mindfulness, you'll find yourself standing stronger than before. When it comes to family and close relationships, Scorpio today invites you into a space of deeper understanding and quiet healing. Relationships, especially with those closest to us, often carry unspoken histories, moments of misunderstanding, words left unsaid, or gestures misinterpreted. Over time, even without conscious intention, these small cracks can widen, creating distance where there was once connection. But today, there is an opening, a gentle chance to begin mending what has been frayed. If you've been feeling disconnected from a family member, a close friend, or even from your own sense of belonging, today offers you a quiet encouragement. Reach out, open a door, even if it's only slightly. Extend a small act of kindness, even if no words are exchanged. Sometimes the healing of a relationship doesn't start with grand gestures. It starts with a single moment of willingness. Ask yourself honestly, where have I built walls that once served as protection, but now only keep me isolated? Is there someone in my life who might be waiting silently, patiently, for me to offer a bridge back to them? The healing energy surrounding you today suggests that conversations will flow more easily if you approach them without expectation, without the need to be right or to win an old argument. Come simply to listen, to see the human heart on the other side of the pain. And if some relationships are too wounded to restore right now, honor that too. Healing does not always mean reunion. Sometimes it means finding peace within yourself about what cannot be changed. For those of you with children or younger family members in your life, today also highlights their quiet growth. You may notice talents emerging, new dreams taking shape, or emotional resilience blossoming in ways you hadn't seen before. Take time to recognize their efforts, however small. Your encouragement now could be the seed of confidence they carry for years to come. Above all, Scorpio, remember, family isn't just about shared blood or shared names. It's about where your soul feels seen, safe, and understood. Whether you are healing old wounds, nurturing new connections, or simply standing quietly beside those you love, know that every small effort you make today strengthens the unseen threads that tie hearts together. Trust that these efforts, even if they seem invisible now, will echo forward into something beautiful and lasting. In matters of love, Scorpio, today stirs something deeper beneath the surface, something that perhaps even you have sensed but haven't yet fully named. There is a quiet magnetism building around you now, a pull that doesn't demand attention but commands it nonetheless. You are, whether you realize it or not, radiating a frequency that calls to someone else's soul, someone who recognizes not just your presence, but your essence. If you are already in a relationship, today is an opportunity to reconnect in a way that goes beyond routine conversations and daily habits. It's a chance to see and to be seen, not just for who you are on the outside, but for the dreams, fears, and quiet hopes you often keep hidden. If you've felt distance growing between you and a partner, know that healing is possible, but it requires vulnerability, the courage to speak your truth without armor, and the willingness to listen without defense. Real love isn't built on flawless performances. It's built on the willingness to stand in imperfection together. For those of you who are single, today carries a strong message. Love is not absent from your life. It is gathering, aligning, preparing to meet you in the moments you least expect. You may feel a sudden, inexplicable connection with someone, a conversation that feels effortless, a glance that lingers a little longer, an energy that feels strangely familiar, even if you've just met. When that happens, Scorpio, trust it. You don't need to force it, define it too quickly, or protect yourself by dismissing it. Let it unfold at its natural pace. Let your intuition, not your fear, guide you. Ask yourself, am I ready to receive the kind of love that sees me completely? Not just the parts I show to the world, but the parts I usually hide. Because the truth is, Scorpio, you are not meant for surface level love. You are built for depth, for intensity, for the kind of bond that transforms both you and the one you share it with. Today, the universe is quietly opening a door. It may be subtle at first, a message, a new meeting, an unexpected realization, but behind it lies the possibility of a connection that feels less like a beginning and more like a homecoming. Whether you are ready to step through that door is a choice only you can make. But know this, real love, the kind that endures, the kind that heals, is never found by chasing. It finds you when you are standing still, living honestly, and open enough to be touched by something bigger than you expected. Trust that you are closer than you think. In the realm of compatibility today, Scorpio, your energy harmonizes most naturally with Taurus, Pisces, and Capricorn. With Taurus, there is a grounding, steady rhythm, a connection built on mutual respect and an unspoken understanding of loyalty. Taurus offers you the kind of emotional stability that supports your depth without trying to change or contain it. With Pisces, the bond is more fluid, almost otherworldly. Their intuitive nature speaks to the hidden parts of you that few ever truly see. Conversations flow without effort. Silences feel comfortable rather than empty. Together, you and Pisces can build a connection that feels as if it stretches beyond this lifetime. And with Capricorn, there is a complementary strength where you bring emotional depth. Capricorn offers structure and practicality. Their quiet persistence matches your intensity in a way that can build lasting success, not just in romance, but in building a shared future. If you find yourself drawn to someone under these signs today, don't rush. Let the bond reveal itself in its own time. Relationships worth having are never forced. They unfold naturally when both souls are ready. Even outside these signs, remember, real compatibility isn't found on paper. It's felt in the small, steady moments where you realize you are fully yourself and yet somehow you are also more. Your color today, Scorpio, is blue. Deep, steady, unwavering blue. Blue is not just a color of calm, it is a color of truth. It reminds you to return to yourself when emotions run high, to find your center when the world feels overwhelming. Wear it, visualize it, surround yourself with it today. Let it be a gentle armor that softens your defenses without hardening your heart. Under the energy of blue, your intuition sharpens, your words carry more weight, and your emotions find clarity. Trust that wherever you feel peace today, it is not an accident. It is a sign that you are exactly where you are meant to be. In the area of work and career, Scorpio today, ask for a balance between quiet perseverance and bold intuition. You may have felt recently as though your efforts were going unnoticed, as if despite everything you've invested, the recognition, the opportunities, or the results you long for remain just out of reach. But trust this. Movement is happening beneath the surface. Like a seed growing underground, your work has been gathering momentum in places you cannot yet see. The universe is aligning circumstances, conversations, and openings that will soon meet you at exactly the right moment. If frustrations or doubts have been whispering in your ear lately, today's the day to reframe them. Instead of asking, why hasn't it happened yet? Ask yourself, what foundation have I been quietly building that is now ready to be seen? The energy surrounding you today suggests that even small steps, sending a message, completing a project, speaking up where your voice is needed, could trigger ripple effects that lead to much larger breakthroughs. For some of you, a new opportunity could emerge, perhaps a leadership role, a creative project, or an unexpected offer from a place you didn't anticipate. If something stirs your gut with excitement mixed with nervousness, pay close attention. That feeling is not fear, it's recognition. It's your intuition signaling that you are ready for more, even if your mind tries to convince you otherwise. Remember, Scorpio is not meant to live on the surface of things. You are built for mastery. You are here to dive deep, to find purpose not just in tasks, but in the transformation they create both for yourself and those you impact. So if the work feels heavy at times, know that it is because you are carrying something meaningful. Stay steady, trust your skills, keep refining your craft. The right people, the right doors, the right resources are already being drawn toward you, pulled by the weight of your persistence and the clarity of your purpose. Your career is not standing still, Scorpio. It is preparing to ascend. And when it does, it will not be because of sudden luck, but because you chose day after day to keep moving, even when no one was watching. As we close today's deeper reflections, Scorpio, let's turn to the numbers. Small but powerful symbols that can sometimes offer subtle encouragement and guidance along your path. Your lucky numbers for today are 11, 25, 40, 52, 65, and 79. These numbers are not random. Each carries its own vibration, its own quiet reminder. 11 speaks of intuition, a nudge to trust the inner voice that often knows the truth before logic can catch up. 25 reminds you that real growth comes when you are willing to embrace change. even when it feels uncomfortable. 40 is a number of stability, an anchor to hold on to as you navigate uncertain waters. 52 encourages you to stay open to unexpected opportunities, especially those that require you to take a leap of faith. 65 suggests that perseverance, even when progress feels invisible, will lead to long-term rewards. And 79 is a reminder that your journey is not just about reaching a destination, but about the wisdom you gain along the way. If you happen to see these numbers today, whether on a clock, a receipt, a page number, or anywhere else, take them as a quiet confirmation. You are aligned, you are supported, and your next steps are unfolding exactly as they should. As we reach the end of today's journey together, Scorpio, I want you to take a deep breath and remember this: nothing you have been through has been wasted.